Hello you guys, what's up and welcome back to our kitchen. It is official, we are the Red Oak Barn. Yes, you have heard it, the Red Oak Barn. We were formerly the White Oak Barn, however, due to some unforeseen changes, we will now be known as the Red Oak Barn, okay? So, Red Oak Barn is in full effect. Welcome back again to our kitchen. Have some exciting stuff to go over with you guys. We're going to talk a little bit about canning. We're also going to be doing an exciting segment on jamming with dragon fruit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about dragon fruits. I have one prepped here and I also have another here. This is, if you guys don't know, this is what's known as a dragon fruit. But before we get off into that, I wanted to also touch again with you guys, as I mentioned before, the importance of canning. So you want to can because of the fact that we have been facing some very difficult times lately, uncertain times. There have been rumors circulating about a food shortage. As you all know, we did have that experience when this first whole thing first started happening with the COVID-19. You remember the long lines at the grocery store, going into grocery stores and not seeing things there. That's the type of thing that could happen. I know that we are accustomed to being in America and we're accustomed to always having stuff there, and we never think that we're ever going to need emergency food supplies. But the truth of the matter is, actually, you may actually be faced with a situation where you need to have an emergency food supply. That's something you should always be prepared for. An emergency, those what-if situations, if there was a natural disaster, if there was an earthquake, what if there was a really bad natural disaster and supermarkets were destroyed and you can't get out of the house, what are you going to do? So all those things are very important, so we will be stressing the importance of doing canning. So with that being said, speaking of back to our jams, I've got a pot here cooking with oranges. I'm working on another batch of orange marmalade, you guys, so that we got that going here. Orange marmalade is one of the classics, okay, that we have here going. So I've got my julienne sliced rinds, or rather the peels here. And of course, when I filmed this last, I told you guys the importance of cutting away the pith, which is the white puffy, that white spongy part that you see when you peel away the
Could you show them
peel.
that live?
I may be able to show you guys that live. Honey, do we have some more oranges, or maybe I can show you on a lemon?
Yeah.
Here,
Yes,
so.
Here's our line.
Oh, here's a. Okay, so if you take a close look at this, you guys. So this is your orange in here. That's the part that we know to eat, right? This outside part, that's your peel, right? This is the peel. This white layer right here is known as the pith. That's called the pith. So when you peel this away and you see that white fluffy part on there, that's called the pith.
Mm-hmm.
Pith tends to be really bitter. Of course, when you cut this away, you're not going to get all the pith off, but you want to get rid of most of the pith. You just take a nice sharp knife and you go ahead and you cut down. So I'll show you guys a little bit of how to do that. Let's move our dragon fruit out of the way, and I'll show you about how to do that. So you just go through.
Good evening, Ms. Doris.
And you see how I'm going down the fruit, just like this, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And see how I got most of the peel?
Mm-hmm.
So you got most of the peel, which is your orange flesh. And see this layer that's remaining right here? This puffy layer? That's pith. This is what you want to cut away. So when I'm doing my marmalades, I try to do this, and then I'll leave the pith on, and then I'll go back through like this with your knife and just segment down like this and cut off your pith. See? There's a difference. So this is the peel, right? That's your peel. This is the pith. That part is what you want to try to cut as much as you can away. And yes, as you cut, you will probably get bits and pieces of peel, but for the most part, it's the pith. You want to get that off of there. The pith is very, very bitter.
Okay.
So And of course with citrus fruit, because in order to make a marmalade you use the peels and you incorporate that part in there, you will have a little bit of a bitter bite to your marmalade. That's a part of the beauty of a marmalade, okay? So that is our orange, okay, and how to cut away pip. So now on to our star of the show today, which is a dragon fruit. So in case, for those of you who have not seen a dragon fruit or they're not familiar with the dragon fruit, this is a dragon fruit. Beautiful. It's part of the exotic, considered an exotic fruit. Now, dragon fruit is now associated with, of course, we think dragon fruit, it must be from Asia, but actually this fruit originated in South America. It is native to Mexico.
Central and South America.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And because of marketing and people who travel got a hold to it and felt that it would be marketed better as a dragon fruit. And that's how it got its name, that it would sound better coming as an Asian fruit. But it's actually native to South America, and it's also found in Mexico. It's part of the cactus family. Its original name is known as a pitaya or pitahaya fruit. So pitaya or pitahaya, before it was named the dragon fruit. It's a part of the cactus family. One of its other names, common names, is known as a strawberry pear? Strawberry pear. Strawberry pear. And actually, it's so funny. If you look at this peeled and prepped a dragon fruit, if you look here, it does actually have a bit of a pear type texture. I'm going to take this out of the bowl.
And it has seeds like a kiwi.
It has seeds. It's very, very interesting. A very interesting fruit. It has seeds like a kiwi, like you said. It has seeds like a kiwi. So when you cut it, it's very soft in texture. See that? It does not have any hard cores, any large seeds in there. It's just tiny little soft seeds. It almost looks like chia seeds in there. Yeah. And it has a very soft, and it's like a pear, like a soft pear-like texture, but it has a seedage of like a kiwi. So it's a real interesting fruit. So this is what we're going to be working with today. We're going to be attempting our first dragon fruit jam. So as always, you guys in our kitchen, we're always working on different jams and fruits and different flavors for you guys, because we want for you guys to be able to enjoy our jams and our jellies and our preserves and marmalades in different flavors on your table. So this is one of the fruits that we decided to try to do a marmalade on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue to cut these into smaller pieces. Okay, so we're going to do those in smaller pieces. So I cut it in half, and then I cut it into those halves into a fourth. So I'm going to put those here, and I'm only starting off with using one, because this is going to be a test batch. So I'm going to be using 2 dragon fruits, so that way we can yield at least 2 of our pint jars. And as you can see over here, 2 of our most recent jams that we have added to our jam family is going to be our apricot jam, which is right here. Delish, you guys, absolutely delish.
Amazing.
Delish. I think we polished off. We had like a little bit left over.
That's like my favorite one. I said it about a lot.
He says that about a lot of them, but
that really is my favorite one.
Oh my God, you guys, so bomb. Also, shout out to Apostle Barnett. This is our plum preserve. Yes, we actually had made this with him in mind. We realized that, you know, we got to stick with our classics too. So this is our brand new plum preserve, you guys. Very delicious. Has the beauty and tartness of the plum preserved in there, and also it's nice and sweet. So Apostle will be getting that plum preserve out to you for you plum lovers also. That goes out to you.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a really delicious. So
we didn't even think about that until Apostle had brought it up.
Yeah, that's why we often ask you guys, like, hey, like, what's your favorite what's your favorite preserve? So that way we can kind of bring perhaps a little bit of your childhood or a little bit of your, your upbringing and things that you've tasted and you don't really see that often anymore back to you. So we're almost done.
Doris says yummy.
Yeah, it was really good. So we're getting our slices going.
And the cool thing about this, it actually has different color flesh too. It's like a yellow fleshed dragon fruit. And
don't they have like a white one too?
This is the white one right here.
This is the white one. This is really interesting. Yeah, the dragon fruit that I've seen actually is the pink one, so I was surprised. So we got those segments down. I'm going to show you how I cut this. It's a really tender fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't very hard. Look at how beautiful the flesh of the fruit is. Gorgeous. Really, really beautiful.
So it looks like a beet.
Yeah, it does.
Red
It's kind
on
of
the
like
side
a
of it.
beet color. So I'm just going to cut down the side of the fruit like this.
Oh wow, that is
It's
beautiful.
really gorgeous. It looks so interesting, this fruit. So you want to cut
How
your
many of you
fruit.
guys have had a dragon fruit, aka a pitaya or pitahaya before?
I know they serve it in Starbucks drinks. And you know what, you guys? This fruit is also very high in antioxidants. I want to make sure I mention that. It's a very healthy fruit. For those of you that are looking for natural means to keep healthy, for those of you who might be dealing with diabetes, it's full of a lot of flavonoids, a lot of antioxidants in there, which is good for cell renewal. It's real good for skin, all those things that you tend to see on serums and things like that. It says antioxidants. That's really good for that. Also, this fruit has remarkable ability to lower blood sugar. So this fruit is like excellent for people that may be suffering from diabetes, or just in general, if you just don't want to become a diabetic. If you've ever gotten news like, hey, you're kind of teetering a little bit there, you know, try to check out the dragon fruit or the pitahaya. You want to check this out. This fruit may help you with that naturally. So, you know, anything that we can do to, you know, naturally lower our sugar and live better, we definitely want to do it. So as you can see, we've got away the outside of the dragon fruit. Okay, so we've got our fruit all prepped and ready to go. This one's a slightly bigger one, guys. Look
Let me
at
get
those.
some of
They're
that
so
peel.
pretty.
That peel is beautiful. Mm.
Do you even know if that's edible?
Yes, that was a fruit.
I don't know. I'm just saying. You just grabbed it. My husband and I love testing out fruit. We love testing out fruits. So we're gonna cut.
I hope
this
it's edible.
down.
We're gonna be making it.
Well, I don't know. I'm taking mine. I take mine off. So
Yeah.
in any event, you know, tell me something. I may learn something new. So we're just gonna cut this, and it's such a soft fruit, you guys. It's so soft. It's really like a pear type of a texture.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go through. You know, we've cut that lengthwise, so we're gonna go back down and we're gonna cut it sideways here. And as you can see how my knife's like going through this fruit like butter. Like it's like butter. Like butter. We're gonna put our sliced fruit in the bowl. It's such an interesting fruit. I'm really excited to work with this fruit. I really am. Let's see what the results are gonna be. Got this. Here, try this out, babe. Tell me what you think.
It definitely has an interesting texture.
It has a very delicate texture.
Very delicate. It's not quite as sweet as a kiwi or a plum. It definitely has its own unique taste.
Yeah, it looks like a unique flavor and a unique texture and look about it. Me, myself, I'm actually allergic to kiwis. I've been allergic to kiwi since I was a child. I like the taste of kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how they taste, but kiwi did not like me back.
Gotcha.
So it actually started to make my lips swell. So now we've got this all down in here, you guys. So we're going to take our cutting board, we'll put that down in there. Now we're going to go forward and we're going to add our fruits to our saucepan that's waiting here. So we're going to empty that out into our saucepan and get the magic happening here. So now that we're going to fill this up with our water, I am going to touch bases with you guys and let you guys know how this comes out. So I hope you guys are back to join us to see what the end product is going to be with this. I'm so interested to find out how this is going to turn out. So tune in again with us at the Red Oak Barn with our new member, hopefully our new potential member, dragon fruit, you guys. Look at how interesting that is. Dragon fruit.
Yeah.
Okay. Peace and love, you guys.